Can Liverpool Football Club win the Premier League? So far this season, they have been unbelievable. They look so dangerous going forward. They look like they could score at every given chance. And I think so far they have been the best performing team. They might not have scored as many goals as Manchester City, but collectively as a team across the board, defensively, their midfield in transition and their front line, they look dangerous. They look really, really dangerous. We're going to break it down. Can Liverpool win the Premier League? The road to 25,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We've just hit 22,000. So big up to every single one of you. And if you could go down and smash that like, that'd be absolutely glorious. Now, Liverpool in the Premier League, Arne Slot is kind of sitting up a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, whatever you prefer to call it, with McAllister and Gravenberch in a kind of double pivot. Gravenberch has been so good. It's unreal. A back four, which practically picks itself. Robertson's obviously getting down that left-hand side. And Trent's kind of inverting into that midfield at times. Konate and Van Dijk. The front three of Jota, Diaz and Salah. And Mohamed Salah has been absolutely unbelievable. Luis Diaz, Arne Slot has transformed his form completely. Szoboszlai as well. This Liverpool team, do they have what it takes to go and win the Premier League title? Now, I don't think anyone really thought Arne Slot would get off the mark quite like this. Scoring 7 goals, maximum points, 3 clean sheets. I thought everyone thought they would comfortably dispatch of Ipswich and Brentford. First away game against a newly promoted team. They got past it. Second half where we could have had 4, even 5 goals. At home against Brentford, a tough team to play at times. You know what? They comfortably dispatched them. And it was the first big test against a top 6 side in a Man United side that just come off the back of a Brighton defeat. You know, and Ten Hag beat, he beat Jurgen Klopp at Old Trafford. He's beat him a couple of times. Jurgen Klopp's no longer there. How will Liverpool set up against the big 6 side? And this midfield duo of Gravenberch and McAllister were absolutely immense. They suffocated that Man United midfield and they genuinely looked very, very strong. Do they have what it takes to win the Premiership? I think it comes down to that January transfer window. There's a few links out there for Martin Zubimendi again. Will they go back in for him? You look at the depth they've got on the bench against Manchester United. They've brought in only a couple of signings. One has gone back to Valencia, Mamadavashvili, and they have brought in the Italian international Federico Chiesa. But their attacking options off the bench, they've still got players there that can hurt teams. They've still got a Cody Gakpo. They've still got a Darwin Núñez. You know, Tsimikas is not a horrendous defender. Conor Bradley is a good like-for-like change for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Not as good as Trent, but it's a like-for-like change. I'm not 100% sure if they have what it takes to compete on all fronts. I do, however, think Liverpool will win a trophy this season. They look... If you look at the difference between the two teams, Manchester United and Liverpool, Man United are in their 3rd year under Erik ten Hag, and this is their team. You know, 2 new players in their back 4 and a new striker. So 3 new signings for Man United, whereas Liverpool, you know, that's a Jurgen Klopp side. Now, obviously, Liverpool by far have a better squad than Man United right now. But what you can see in the difference between the first 3 games of Arne Slot era, as well as the first 3 games of the Brighton era under their new manager, who's only 31 years of age, which is absolutely obscene, Fabian Hürzeler, you can already see patterns of play. You can already see an identity. You can see what Arne Slot wants to do. He wants to play an attacking brand of football that is high possession. They have a clinical edge in their side. They, at present, are currently sitting 2nd in the league. They only had 3 shots on target and scored 3 goals. But what they are doing better than everyone is their off the ball work rate and how strong they are at the back. And this is not Arne Slot has only got one signing in this current squad that is actually his, and that is Federico Chiesa. So this is a Jurgen Klopp side. These are all Jurgen Klopp's players. Everyone that's practically in that squad has been signed by Jurgen Klopp other than Federico Chiesa. But they look a completely different outlet. They're clinical. They're defensively sound. They don't have a DM that they desperately want in Martin Zubimendi. And Ryan Gravenberch has come in to this team, which obviously Arne Slot knows him very, very well. Obviously playing in the Eredivisie under, funny enough, under Erik ten Hag, but while he was manager of Feyenoord, he obviously knows him. And he's come in to this Arne Slot side because he wasn't, let's be honest, he wasn't a main starter for Jurgen Klopp. And he looks a completely different player. He's winning duels. His first touch is good. He's doing line-breaking passes. Liverpool, in my opinion, are definitely top 3 this season. No, without a shadow of a doubt, they will finish in the top 3. Are they stronger than Manchester City right now? I'm not so sure. I don't think so personally. I think Man City have got a better squad. I think they've got better options. And of course, they have a better manager. Are they better than Arsenal right now? Defensively, probably yes. I know Arsenal have only conceded 1 goal. Are they going to finish higher than Arsenal? I don't know. I think Arsenal just maybe have a better squad. You saw some cracks at the end of last season under Jurgen Klopp, but Arne Slot so far, every single test that has gone his way, he has passed with flying colours. They are the only team in the league to have not conceded a goal in their first 3 games. And they look very, very confident. They're very good to watch. And Mohamed Salah is just firing on all cylinders. But Luis Diaz as well. Could he potentially be a sung hero for Liverpool this season? You know, he's walked into a dressing room. He's had Darwin Núñez issues where he's deleting posts on social media. He wants to leave the club, etc., etc., etc. Do Liverpool this season have what it takes to go and win a Premier League title? That is the $1 million question. And I think when you look at the fixtures they've got coming up, we're going to see what their squad's going to be like tested. We're going to see what everyone's team is going to be like tested with the amount of fixtures. You know, you look at their next 8 Premier League games. They've got AC Milan in there. You know, they've got a tough trip to Crystal Palace, which they don't have a fantastic record in. You know, they've got West Ham in the Cup. Is Arne Slot going to go full strength in the League Cup as well as the Champions League? I think Liverpool should quite easily get through and qualify to the next round of the Champions League. I think if I'm being honest, I think they'll beat AC Milan. I look at that Bologna fixture. I think they'll beat. The real test for Liverpool is going to be between the 20th of October and the 27th of November. That 3-4 week period when they play Chelsea, when they play Arsenal, when they play Leverkusen, when they play Villa, and when they play an arch rival in the Champions League, Real Madrid. That is going to be where we see where Liverpool are, because the Premier League is a physical test. But having Champions League in and around Premier League, in and around League Cup, we're going to see, you know, can Mohamed Salah carry on at this level, you know, keep doing 50, 60 game seasons? Do Liverpool bring in Federico Chiesa in some of these Premier League games, for instance? I think Liverpool have got enough in the tank to go and beat Southampton and rotate that front 3 and then bring back Mohamed Salah fully fit for the Real Madrid game. But as it stands right now, they are a dangerous outfit. They look really, really good, I'm going to be honest. I'm very, very surprised at how Liverpool have performed in the 3 games under Arne Slot. I think so far he has done a very, very good job. And they are at the moment, for me, they have been, I know they're behind Manchester City on goal difference, but they've been one of the best teams to watch. Of course, Man City are always going to be up there. They've got Erling Haaland. They've got the best squad, the best manager. You know, that they are where they are for a reason. But for Liverpool to currently be sitting second, 3 games, 3 wins, 7 goals scored, 0 conceded, maximum points, beating one of your arch rivals and dunking on Man United again, I think Arne Slot will be over the moon so far with his squad. The first game back from the international break, I think they play, is it Nottingham Forest at home? You would expect them to go and get 3 points there, as well as potentially keeping a clean sheet. And then we're going to see how Arne Slot rotates in between the Premier League and Champions League. They then go to Milan away. They've then got Bournemouth at home. They've then got West Ham at home. So they've got, out of their next 4 games, they've got 3 of those at home. They've got 4 of their next 6 at home. And Anfield, it doesn't matter what competition you're in, you are going up against one of the hardest away days in Europe. And I honestly believe that right now, Liverpool are really, really, really strong. Do they have what it takes to go and win the Premier League? If they bring in a Martin Zubimendi in January and maybe another defender, huge question marks about Joe Gomez's future, then maybe. But Liverpool aren't the sort of team that throw competitions in the bin. And I'm not saying that teams do that, but I am at the same time. Arne Slot, he's taken a lot of competition seriously during his time at Feyenoord. They got all the way to the Conference League final. They won the league. They won the Eredivisie. Jurgen Klopp last year won the League Cup. The year before that, he won the FA Cup. Does that trend continue with Liverpool? I think it does. I would back Liverpool this year under Arne Slot to win silverware. And when you look at this team, on the way it's performing, you look at it on paper, there's a great balance. You've got the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. You've got a fantastic back 4. Trent looks defensively more sound this season. You've got a fantastic central midfield pairing of Ryan Gravenberch and McAllister. You've got attacking options on the bench of Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott, as well as Salah, Szoboszlai, Diaz, and Jota. That is a dangerous front line. It's a dangerous front line. Let us know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. And I will see you all in the next one. Let me know down below, can Liverpool win the Premier League?